really get things going. So
Zelda and Ness are like really like spacing dependent characters. So
yep.
The issue with them is they lack that consistency with their multi-hits, especially against a character like Greninja who low profiles so many different hits.
Yeah.
It's so difficult for Ness to get anything started with following up airs or rising forward airs, which would normally be his combo starters.
Yeah, a lot of the bread and butter is coming from both of the characters, honestly, because Zelda in Smash 4 had a much easier time because her down tilt was a consistent combo tool, but now that it's not, she definitely struggles to hit low profiles. Characters like Kirby, Wii Fit, like a lot of other characters. And also, the problem is one of Zelda's best punishes in this game, because the sweet spot is so much better, rising fair out of block. Greninja does not care about rising fair out of block in the slightest.
So, I mean, the worst, if Venia for some reason commits to something extremely potent out of shield, like the best punish that ZeroTwoNone could hope for is maybe try to get an up B if it's in CQC, but Greninja has so many disjoints that he really shouldn't be that close anyways.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a neutral B out of shield or something.
Yeah, I think up tilt is actually going to help him a lot. Back hit up tilt hits pretty low, and he can get a lot of things started off of it. And of course, if Chris is on point, he's just going to be able to follow up with his own up airs and just kind of get pressure going on the other person. And a lot of doubles is positioning, and something I think both Jewel and Venia specialize in amongst a lot of the New York players is positioning for sure. Jewel just kind of came in as a technical player more so with the item play, with the constant B reverses, just consistent movement. And over time, he's kind of found out how to put himself in the perfect place almost every time.
In a way, it's like he sees like these set lines and distances between him and Venia where he knows at this percent, if he hits this, I should be ready to follow up with this. And just because they have so much situational awareness at any given moment, they're able to optimize every single little interaction.
Yeah,
and, it can be really, really menacing really quickly. So, yeah, we're going to definitely see the Calm Lucina coming out from PK Chris and ZeroTwoNone. Yep.
Yeah.
And Jewel, actually, for Game 1 of Grand Finals and Losers, before PK Chris and ZeroTwoNone got to bracket reset, he went Captain Falcon.
Nice.
And that didn't go so well.
So, unfortunate. He also played Captain Falcon against Stocktaker in singles, so I wonder if he's adding him to his character pool.
Huh.
Or if he's just messing around a little bit.
Maybe he's just having a good time.
Yeah.
He's just kicking back.
It's nice to hit people with Falcons. One of those characters where it's like, if you get that reward, feels so satisfying.
It's the double chef kiss.
Yeah.
Something wrong with the controls, probably. But yeah, and I just think in general, Greninja Zelda is extremely tough just because, and Robin Zelda for different reasons, but Greninja Zelda in doubles, it's kind of like, Greninja is going to be safely spacing all of these like disjoints, like down tilt, forward air on you.
Yep.
You can't mash neutral B out of those.
Yep.
Because he's way too far away. You can't follow up with an up if you got a parry punish or something. And when Zelda's in disadvantage, Greninja is just, Venia especially, just so good at just like mixing up his down tilt conversions.
Yeah.
So he's like just waiting for you to press a button. Press B, do it. Do Nairo's Love.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been talking about this a little bit recently because no one's really coined a term for it, so mine is going to be hammer time.
Hammer
you know
time?
how in the middle of hammer time, it's like stop, and then he breaks it down? I feel like in combos, you really got to do that in this game because there's a point where your stuff just isn't true, and because everything comes out of hit stun on the same frame, any characters that have a frame 3, even frame 5, and in Wolf's case, frame 7 aerial can just swing back at you.
Especially if they have priority like Wolf's aerial.
Yep, and got a lot of range, you know, and those moves, aerials never clank. So if you're not swinging properly, you're always going to suffer there. So I think taking that break is something very important, and Venia does it incredibly well. He gets so many early stocks off of it with down tilt into forward smash reads off the air dodges or like any fair dodge or neutral air dodge. Also just gets consistent up air ladders when you don't choose to air dodge. It really just makes you go.
He's just so good at conditioning you to keep up with this fast pace of momentum that when he controls the pace and he halts it that quickly, and you get like really shaken up by it. But anyhow, going into Game 1, they're going to Smashville, keeping it a nice and tight stage so they can probably get in Robin a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, I think this helps both teams a little bit because Crom's air drift really helps him make use of the platform here.
And that might be the stock for ZeroTwoNone, and it is.
Very unfortunate.
That up B gimp into a soft back air was enough to take the stock. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, very nice by Jewel extending knowing the jump was gone, but how is Blue Team going to bring it back? Kind of just getting ping-ponged between them right now.
Yep. I mean, they've been getting consistently sandwiched, just getting knocked back and forth. And this is especially scary for Crom right now off stage. And PK Chris able to avoid the win box from Greninja's Hydro Pump.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job of getting around it. Something I imagine you keep your mind on as an S player, for sure.
Yep.
Very scary there for blue team, just kind of losing the stock lead, and
Ooh.
2 very low percents from Jewel and Venia here, just kind of dropping them.
And especially with a move like Nosferatu in doubles, that's such a menace. Because at any given moment, if you're not like keeping your eyes in front of you, keeping your eyes open, Robin is just going to take percent from you for free.
Yeah, absolutely. You get hit by tricky things like Levin there, and it has such a low angle that it's easier for Venia to convert off of, like we just saw there. Very nice F smash though from Chris, calling out the ledge.
Not sure why ZeroTwoNone was locked into that F smash for such a while, but he didn't suffer too much as a result of it. And
oh, very unfortunate. That was such a good hydro pump from Venia, making sure they couldn't set up a save.
Especially with characters that have like really committal, like once you press this option, it's a very, very slow move, right? So you have Crom, you have Ike, you have Ness, you have Lucas. Like that up B is going to be a menace to deal with. Characters like Lucina, on the other hand, even though they might just get pushed back by it, their up B just comes out so quickly, it's very difficult for Venia to react in time with the up B.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can definitely see this being much more difficult for Crom, but a fantastic jab, reverse aerial rush back here coming from PK Chris.
Chris really utilizing standing pressure, just trying not to overextend because he realizes he's lost a lot of stocks for it so far, but he's unfortunately going to lose another.
Jewel
that's
committing
honestly
so
going to close
deep.
that game out. Yeah, the positioning from Jewel and Venia that game was absolutely insane.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
it was so good.
They made sure at every point they could, they made sure they had the sandwich, and no one overextended too hard on an edge guard unless they were guaranteed the kill.
Yep.
And if they weren't, other person immediately ran over to the other side of the play. Or the other side of the stage. Just very consistent doubles play from these two. Nice synergy for sure.
And you know they've been teaming almost since Jewel like started really getting into Smash, because Jewel isn't necessarily a veteran to this game. He, I think maybe started in the summer before Smash 4.
He played Smash 4 a decent amount, but didn't go to stuff really. I don't know. I don't want to say a decent amount because I don't want to sound uneducated here, but for sure he played, because I played him at a very small local in New York in 2016. And I didn't see him again until Smash Sounds.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know how much he was grinding on the side, but he grinds a lot in this game. He was constantly
that was
attending
definitely the case.
Going in. But
thank
we
you.
see
I
the
appreciate
switch
it.
to Zelda. Thank you so much.
So yeah, they're definitely doing the Zelda Crom switch, and I personally don't completely understand this choice because it seemed as Crom was getting a lot of the early percent gimps off.
A lot of the pressure was just coming from Jewel and Venia maxing out on Chris when he has no resources, and we saw the game start with it. So I wonder if that's going to shake up PK Chris and ZeroTwoNone.
And I just really like the way Jewel has been committing off stage to punishing Crom a lot. You see him going off with like these really, really deep nairs, knowing that he has enough time and space to recover. Getting a soft fair into a hard fair, that was really interesting from ZeroTwoNone. And you can see ZeroTwoNone holding a lot more stage control in this match. He's a lot more grounded. He has like a lot more of a demanding presence.
Yeah. I think it's very important to stay grounded against characters like Greninja and Robin, because if you don't have access to the movement, you'll get screwed over. That was incredible from Jewel. Chris getting off the ledge there, pushing forward a little bit, unfortunately getting sandwiched once more.
And that F smash was is that an F smash? Yeah, that was an F smash.
Yeah, that was a very solid read. They put him in the corner with a lot of pressure. He just waited out the defensive option.
Right now they're at a stock deficit. That's not too bad. Definitely 100% doable. At this point, just it's going to be a little bit of a mile to climb.
Yep.
ZeroTwoNone opting for the high recovery, maybe trying to lead a neutral get up from Venia so that he could punish it with with his up B hitbox.
Something I'm noticing a lot is Venia is choosing to push at ledge a lot because Jewel really isn't losing on-stage interactions. He's holding his own versus both of these people, so Venia feels very comfortable just looking for those back airs, looking for that edge guard, and holding the corner pressure. Nice
so right now, you can just see the momentum in this game is completely different from the first one. In game one, it just seemed like they were kind of being literally like tossed around back and forth from one another. And in this one, you just see like a lot more different complex interactions happening.
Yeah, it was just the 3 early stocks, really. The one early stock here.
Chris.
Yeah, and Chris really just making up for last game. Hasn't lost too many stocks so far. Only the 2, but not too much.
That was so good for Venia, and he almost got off that up air too. I really, really love that. And I haven't seen Chris miss a single conversion. His like technical ability, like to switch between Ness and then Crom, which play wildly differently, mind you.
Yeah.
And like still be able to like nail those slightly technical bread and butters is really impressive.
Yeah, consistently getting those jab instant raw bears. All right, Jewel taking center stage. Unfortunately, didn't be reverse that neutral B, so it's going to lead to some corner pressure from blue team. Very unfortunate F smash from Chris. I think that's going to take them out of this unless he can run this 2v1. Finds a nice back air, but he's going to get converted on. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that's best of 3, winners quarterfinals.
There were too many standing